It is now the turn of Carlos Eduardo Vásquez González from the University of Cantabria, who will be sharing with us his opinion on what it is like to be a student at the university. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Carlos to the stage.
I don't know about you, but I find something really sexy about flying. I don't know if it's the smell of the duty-free perfumes. I don't know if it's the beautiful architecture. The fact that the idea of reaching the sky in an airplane, it's just amazing. Or it could be also the huge amount of Swiss chocolate that they're selling, but either way, something really interesting is that when I started thinking about the idea about this monologue, I wanted to make sure that I was able to reach every single one of us. So we're all students, different careers, different years, different levels, but I wanted to make sure that we all could relate into something that will give you at least a bit of thought in your mind, right? So I started thinking about this specific monologue, and this is actually an encouragement for us to speak in another language, which I find extremely exciting. So as I started thinking, I wanted to make sure that I was able to motivate all of you and the one watching us at home as well to learn a new language. So I started thinking, and I grouped my ideas into three different categories. So let's get started. Number one, or Nummer eins, as my German friends would say. Make sure that you have secure your financial future. Make sure that you're profitable. I don't know how many of you, well, all of us eventually will start looking for a job. So make sure that you get in your minds that human resources managers, recruiters, headhunters, and anyone that wants to hire you wants you to speak at least 3 languages. What? Really? Yes. They're looking for your mother tongue, English, and if you're able to speak German, then you have, if you have 3 languages, you're halfway through the door of getting that job. And if you have 4, you're already signing the contract. So make sure that you're profitable in your future. Still within business, I was last week, a good friend of mine, very, very close to my friends, he called me up and said, "Hey, Carlos, why don't you come to Barcelona? I have a press conference that I want you to attend." I don't know if you know him, Mr. Rajoy. He called me up and said, come down to Barcelona. I had classes, couldn't make it, but I appreciate his invitation. But he wanted me to tell you that 76 million people came to Spain last year. Talk about tourism. So if you're smart enough, and I know the universities are involving a lot into entrepreneurship of you building your own companies, make sure that if you do a study about what are the most common languages that come to Spain, take profit out of it. If you're able to put that language into a menu, for example, a restaurant, that tourist will go to your restaurant just because of the fact that you're putting some of his homeland into your beautiful country. So make sure that you're profitable within your career. Number 2, Nummer zwei. Find happiness. All of us in the room, well, most of us in the room, we're millennials. We're born between 1994 and 2004. We are a generation that find happiness different than your parents. I want to make sure that you see that our happiness is traveling. Do you remember that airport? Our dream is to find all those airports in the world, Instagram them, right, and all of our followers hitting the like button. So right, but we don't like the tourism that our parents used to do. We don't like guided tours. We don't like that. We want to make sure that we go to the very corner nobody has seen and take that picture. But can you get there? I don't know if you can get there because only locals know those places. Like going to forgot, Niles, I may need your help. What's the name of Mallorca? I'm sorry, Mallorca. I'm 100% sure that all of us wants to reach that little corner in Mallorca and take that picture that nobody else has. But can you get there by speaking Spanish? I'm not sure. I'm not from that area. But let's see Thailand. Let's see other countries. I want to make sure that we learn another language to feel free to reach our destination in our vacations. Feel free to enjoy the world as the locals see it. And last but not least, in my third group, it will be find love. Do you remember that airport that we were talking about? Let's go back to it. You're boarding to go to Ibiza. on your very nice holidays. And what happens when you're boarding that gate and you see that beautiful, gorgeous person? That person gives you that look. You know that look. Don't give me that look. You know that look. That look that tells you, Jesus, you're so cute. And after the look, there's a smile. You have this in the pocket. Take it with you. Now, in a random crazy series of events, the airline sits you together. You got it. But when you say, hola, the other person replies, entschuldigen Sie bitte, ich spreche kein Spanish. You want to kill yourself because you took German so many years, but don't remember a word now. So today I've given you multiple financials and emotional reasons for you to feel motivated to learn a new language. I hope all of you enjoyed. For those watching us at home, please remember to share, like, tweet, retweet, react, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Broadcasting live from the University of Cantabria in the School of Business, Carlos Vásquez, CNN, Santander.